Hi, I'm Matt Sullivan, and I'm making this video to show some of the improvements that I made in my home office lighting setup. So what I had previously was one or two lights and kind of an uneven overall look. In fact, if I turn off the lights that I've got right now, you can see that this was the previous setup that I had. I would have one or two overhead lights on, but overall it was very dark and it was orange. So definitely this is a step up. Boy, now that's better. I want to give a shout out to the guys at Wistia.com. That's W-I-S-T-I-A. They've got some great videos and one or two that really helped me kind of put this setup together. The bottom line is that they've got an overview or review of placement for a 3-point lighting system. Pretty standard setup here, and that's what I've kind of settled on right here. So to give you a sense of what they've got going on, we ended up with a couple of just clamp lights from Home Depot. Here you go. So you've got a clamp light. It's got a spring clamp on one side. One point I'd like to make is that these are not terribly strong, so you want to make sure that you get probably some extra clamps to support this. They're not going to stay in a position for very long without a little bit of help. Let me go ahead and put this back where it was. So you can see with that placement right there that it gives me a little bit of definition to the background behind me, kind of a spill light back behind me. I could also have put that light up above on a boom and had it come down and kind of bounce off my shoulders a little bit for a good effect there. So I'll probably play around with that when I get a little bit more of a boom setup in here. Now there's one upgrade I did to the setup that the gents over at Wistia put together, and that is I sprung for the LED bulbs. So the LED bulbs run a little bit cooler, even a little bit cheaper than the fluorescents. They are a little bit more expensive, but probably most importantly, they don't need to warm up quite as long. So I'm in the midst of replacing those throughout my house for that very reason. Don't like having to wait for the kitchen lights to kind of come up to temperature. It takes about 2 minutes to do that for kitchen light. Probably should be more like 15 or 20 for things that you're doing for video. So there's your difference right there. To get a sense of what the whole thing looks like, again, if we take the lights off in reverse, without the spill light behind me, the background's a little bit flat. You see a little bit more of a shadow. If I pull the shadow light, sorry, not the shadow light, the fill light, then you can see that certainly I get a lot more shadow on this side of me, and it's a little bit more of a hot spot going on here. Going back to 0. Just with natural light, and of course, great for the witness protection program, but not so great if you want people to be listening to you. So we want to turn those back on in the same order. So my key light first. This is my key light mainly because I've got additional light that's spilling out this way. I can make it closer, take the fill light farther away to take care of the intensity there. My fill light itself. So the fill light's right here. That evens out the light overall, and you can see that I've got a real, even if I move my hands around within the frame here, I've got reasonable lighting across the whole field of the video here. And then we're going to go with the background light. So we turn the background light back on. And the difference right there. So that's about it for the lighting. I'm probably also going to make some changes to the audio setup in the room. You can see I've got a couple of curtains. Those are just like Pottery Barn or Crate and Barrel curtains that are up on the walls to kind of normalize or balance out the echoes that I've got going on in the room. I haven't gone crazy with a lot of noise deadening equipment. I've also got some acoustic foam that I put around my microphone usually if I'm not on camera. But other than that, I don't worry too much about it. It seems to be a fairly reasonable audio setup. Rather than that cardioid mic, however, I may go to a shotgun mic, which is a little bit more directional. That'll sit up in here, right about the same level of the camera, so I'll always be talking to it. And that will eliminate some of the background noise, any scuffling going on in the desk, any sort of outdoor noise, cars going by, things like that. And also probably eliminate any machine noise that's coming from my computer equipment. So hope you enjoyed this, and I do hope you subscribe to my YouTube channel. YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, all of that stuff is Matt R. Sullivan without spaces. So please check it out and let me know if you like what you see, and if it helped you out, please give me a comment. Let me know how things are going for you. Thanks.